right, thank you, Captain. Hello and hello again. Welcome to LivingStrongTV.com, where I'm your host, Prophet Johnson. You know what to do. Call that friend, that neighbor, and indeed, and let them know, say, hey, guys, look, Living Strong is on. And we're in that fastest 30 minutes, and it starts right now. I guess, somewhere. What do we talk? Vote. Hosea, chapter number 10, and we're going to look at 11 and see if we can get to 12. We're not going to be able to read all of it. Verse number 1, Hosea 10:1, Israel is an empty vine. Israel is an empty vine. It's not producing any fruit. He bringeth forth fruit unto himself. He's empty. Who is he getting fruit from? Who is he getting it for? Himself. Who is he getting it for? Himself. What does that sound like? American empty vine. Who are they getting fruit for? Themselves. According to the multitude of his fruit, he hath increased the altars. According to the goodness of his land, they have made goodly images. Images, not the right God. Their heart is divided now. They shall be found faulty. He shall break down their altars. He shall spoil their images. God said, I got something for this. You want to worship man? You want to glorify man? Okay. Bye-bye. Go ahead. I'll take care of you later. Look at this. For now they shall say, we have no king, because we fear not the Lord. What then should a king do to us? We don't worry about no president, because we don't really fear the Lord. We have no leadership. This is amazing how this relates to America. Victory over the enemy, if you're going to get it, what you're going to have to do? Vote. They have spoken false. Listen to this, verse number 4. They have spoken words swearing falsely in making a covenant. Wait a minute. This cannot be in the Bible. Well, I got to get me some rest here. I tell you what. This cannot be true. Do you promise? Raise your right hand, and I'm going to hold this Bible out that everybody done swore on, and all the great presidents, and Abraham Lincoln swore on this Bible too. Hold your right hand out and up to God. Do you promise to uphold? Do you swear with your whole heart, soul, body, mind, spirit, in life to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America? I'm tired of holding my arm up. Given unto you by the founding fathers. Do you promise to do that, sir or ma'am? Yes, in front of all these, yes, I do. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you, God. Yes, I do. I does. The biggest, you talking about lying liars. The lie that the liars told, you talking about a lying Congress, a lying government, a lying presidential leadership. This Bible eats y'all up. Don't worry. of you. South Carolina, you, God help y'all. Captain, that's where y'all live at. I'm leaving. Verse number 4. They have spoken words swearing falsely in making a covenant. No. These are lies. Folks, you got to see this now. I'm going to get to the good part. I'm going to get to the part where God still loves his sinful old children. Let me read it one more time. I got to get it out of my system. I'll stay right here if I want to. Thus have I spoken words swearing falsely in making a covenant. They knew it. Thus judgment springeth up as hemlock and furrow as the field. When they made that covenant falsely, judgment was coming up. Thorns and thistles. I'm not going to have time to read all of this, so I'm not going to even try to read all of this. I want to get down to verse number 10. How about verse number 9, because I got to read fast. O Israel, thou hast sinned from the day of Gibeah. There they stood the battle in Gibeah against the children of iniquity, did not overtake them. Verse number 10. It is in my desire that I should chastise them, and the people shall be gathered against them, when they shall bind themselves in their two furrows. So God said, you only bind to your own actions, but you're going to be chastised because of it. I want to move on. Go to chapter number 11, because I don't want to read all 10. It's too much, or whatever. Let's look at Ephraim. Let me just read. When Israel was a child, then I loved him and called my son out of Egypt. See, because they obeyed when they was children. As they called them, so they went from them. They sacrificed unto Balaam and burned incense to graven images. I taught Ephraim. Now, Ephraim, that's your hard-headed brother. That's your hard-headed uncle. I taught Ephraim also to go, taking them by their arms, but they knew not that I had healed them. See, God done healed you in many ways. And God is saying, I'm going to give somebody to lead you. But while they're leading you, you're thinking that you're sick, but you don't know that as you're going, you're being healed. See, a lot of times you are healed as you go. When Jesus gave you that word, those lepers, were there not 10 of you lepers? And one of you turned back? Where's the other 9? Go and show yourself to the priest. And as they went, they were healed. You see, sometimes you'll go to church and you may not get healed sitting in that church, but as you leave going home, you are healed on the way home. All right? I drew them with cords as a man with bands of love. And I was to them as they that take off the yoke of their jaws, and I laid meat unto them. In other words, I took the heavy thing that was causing you to labor in the work, to feed your family in the struggle, that was carrying the backpack all over you, all that weight. I took it off your jaws. I took it off your mouth. And then I placed meat in front of you. I'm the one that blessed you going in, and I'm the one that blessed you coming out. He shall not return into the land of Egypt, but the Assyrian shall be his king, because they refuse to return. Look at these business deals that you're going to see later on. Egypt, Saudi Arabia, all over there. With Saddam Hussein, y'all remember that? Baghdad, Iraq, Jordan, and all those places. We're dealing with that now. Verse number 6. I'll get rid of this tickle. And the Lord shall abide on his cities, and shall consume his branches, and devoured them because of their own counsels. What does that sound like? Sound like California. Fire burning everywhere. Why are the fire burning? Because America is being consumed because of its own counsels. Look at verse number 6. And the sword shall abide on this city. What's the sword? People in the street marching. You got the militia out there. You got the extreme right, the extreme left. You know, oh, let me say this, God, thank you, Jesus, while it's on me. Hallelujah. We're off now. We're totally off the record. We're off. Let me say this. America, you have the blessing of all races and all people. Do not allow the racist white man, the Semitics, the Seminites, cause a race war to take place. Black people, let me tell y'all something. They want to kill you, especially black men, especially black lives that really don't matter. They want to kill you. Remember, they call it the criminal justice system, but there is no justice for black people. So it is really only the criminal system, or only the system. Why don't we just call it the system for black criminals? That's what they need to name it, the system for black people. Now, white people, understand that black people love you more, many of them, than they do their own race of people. You don't understand that, though, because because your mind is white. Your brain is white, even though it's red like mine. Now, here's the deal. Black people will cater to you quicker than they will black people because of the inferior mentality that's been passed on down from slavery throughout time. It's been passed down from generation to generation. So what you call the African American man will sell out. That's why you got certain ones on TV. We see them all the time. They will sell out their soul to you, white man, to try to be accepted or to be like you. The only thing they want you to do is accept them. We just want you as a black people to accept us. And many of us would like to kind of be like y'all. We really want to be like y'all in many ways. You see all them boats out there on the waters in Florida and all over the land, of people in the boats out there for President 45. Did you see that? The black people wish they could do that too, but they can't do that because they don't have the boats. They're poor, many of us. So we would like to be like y'all and equal to y'all, but we know that we can't and we never will be because we are not accepted by the majority of the white race. So your black infiltrators, thank God, because many of them going to forget. When you got black supreme leaders, black Hollywood court leaders, black women as well as black men that marry into your white race, we know as a continual blackologist that the truth of who they are and what we are is separated. We don't care about them being in office. We don't care about them being in positions of power. The only truth we know is that he, Mr. Supreme Court, is married to the white lady. She, Mr. Vice President, is married to the white man. We recognize that. They are not going to kill them. You guys are not in the hunt. The ones that are in the hunt are the ones that are hated, like Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin, George Floyd. So we understand your whiteism, your supremacyism. So black people, the Mexicans don't count. Chinese don't count. Hispanic, Puerto Ricans, no other race of human being count. I'm off. Why? Because they're not black. Remember, the Mexican is valued more in America than the black man who built America. The Chinese is valued more. The Asian is valued more. The black man is the lowest man, always have been, on the totem pole, because we're despised among all people. So what they're going to do is that they're going to go specifically after and out to kill one race of people, and that's the black human being. So black folks and white folks, if y'all can stop right here and recognize the love that I guess we should have for one another, but there's no love there, not among that white Christian church, not among those white races. There's no love there. As long as Black Matter is marching in the streets, telling the police to not kill. I already told y'all. How many times did I tell y'all they weren't going to pass no George Floyd bill? That bill is sitting on that Lizard Louse slot money machine desk. You know, how many times did I tell y'all? They don't work for y'all. They don't work for y'all. How many times did I tell you that? They're working for themselves. So white people, understand that black people love you more, many of them, than they love their own people. Wait now, don't get upset. It's the truth. Black people get mad at me now. I don't care. But they love y'all. We do love you. Yes, Prophet, I love y'all too. Y'all do not have to allow those other white people to go out there and start a war and killing these black people. Black people can't fight. They don't have no gun. They can kill up each other now. Y'all love that. Let them go ahead and keep doing that, because y'all love that. Let those people keep doing that to each other, because y'all love it. So let them kill each other. But white people, don't go shooting them up, because they don't know how to fight. They don't know how to use those guns like y'all do. They're not educated in weaponology and weapons like I am. They don't know nothing about how to shoot. Those are fat women out there marching that's been eating donuts. Don't go shoot them fat women. Those are fat men with Dunlap disease talking stuff. Y'all don't go shoot them black people. Please, white people, I'm begging y'all, don't start no race war because of this president. He's not worth it. I like doing the same thing y'all like doing. You understand? I got more white in me than black, probably. You know, my whole family tell you that. Scott love hunting, fishing, mud bogging, wild hog, stuff like that. That's what I didn't care nothing about no sports. Black guys watching sports. I'm out there trying to figure out what the white guys doing. You know what I mean? You know, and they're talking about stuff totally different. You know, we're going to build a rocket to go to the moon. We're going to, do this and that. They're out there with Boy Scout stuff. I'd like to do woods. But don't kill the black people. Will y'all please don't kill the black people? Don't do that. Because they can't fight. All right? And y'all know they can't fight. White guys, y'all are trained. Many of y'all been in the military. Y'all are Navy SEAL guys. Some of y'all are martial arts experts. Some of y'all are snipers. Y'all know y'all cut down black America in no time. Y'all kill them black men and have them black men laying all across the street. It's going to come down to the black man to not having no choice when he's pulled over by the police. It will come down to either be killed or kill, and then you'll have to be killed later. Now, I'm saying that for a reason. And black people, y'all are not listening to me. You're not listening because you got a nice house. Remember, you got a nice house now. You live in the suburbs. You have no idea. You have no idea how they will kill you the easiest. You will be the first to be picked off. You hear me? Because they know where y'all at so easy. So y'all be careful. And don't listen to this Russia and Chinese and whatever other country, Iran, that's feeding information on the internet to start this race war to try. People, I told y'all all this, that America would be destroyed from the inside out. God, I'm off. I'm off. I'm off. That America would be destroyed from the inside out. I told you that. Y'all played into it. The world playing into it right now. I told you what happened with the election. I told you how Russia brainwashed the people and that this man could not lose. He couldn't lose. See, 45 was not going to lose either way it go. He could not lose. Just like they say now. You see, now the truth is out. So black people and white people, it's time for y'all to forgive. But God keeps showing me something. He keeps showing me something. He said the black people will, but the white people won't. The black people will forgive. They will come together to be healed. But the white people cannot. They will not until the final end. If that's going to be the case, I got one warning for all of you white people out there. You got one warning to know this. Jesus Christ, the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings, is going to do battle for the black man like you've never seen before. If you start it, Jesus is going to jump in it. You understand? Jesus is going to stop. He's going to jump in it. So you better leave him out while you got a chance. Leave out this God that you say you love, this God that you say you serve, and all of you white Christians as well as black Christians, sellouts. He know who you are. He know who you are. I already told y'all they weren't going to do nothing. I'm not supposed to be talking about this. I'm not supposed to be talking about this. They weren't going to do nothing about that Breonna Taylor deal. I told you that. Why? There is no law against the law. People, if you're going to ask a question, ask the lawyers, the judges, the police, or whoever. Just ask anybody. Is there a law against the law? Can you tell me or can you name a law against the law? Once you do that, that kills it. These people, just like the president, they have supreme power. It's just like the police sheriff told me. They did it to Breonna Taylor. He said, I can come to your house anytime I get ready, and I can kill you anytime I get ready, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. The sheriff told me that. Out of his own mouth, with a white boy with his gun waiting to kill me right then and there. This happened not long ago. This is the kind of stuff that happens to me that y'all don't know nothing about. So that Breonna Taylor no-knock warrant, and that guy talking about having a gun, license to carry and shoot and one guy in the foot, a police in the leg or whatever, and he's got a license to bear. Where's the RRA? NRA? RRA? NRA? I'm thinking about Italian something, mafia. Where's the NRA? They the mafia too. Where's the NRA at now for his rights? You don't see them screaming on TV. All you do is see them showing black folks burning and looting, black folks burning and looting. That's all they want to show. But they won't show you how they stole everything from Africa. They won't show you that, will they? So the Breonna Taylor no-knock deal, if he told me that, but they done got rid of him because God got rid of him. So he's on the run now. That police is on the run now. Him and all his compadres, they gone. They out of here. They getting out of here. It don't matter. They going to go get a job in another white precinct, so it don't matter. Human beings now are in trouble, especially you black race of human beings. You are blessed to just live. Get your food, get your chicken, and go to your house. And sit down and enjoy your own food and just live. That's the only thing. The only thing you can do as a black person is just live. Just stay alive. That's all you need to do. Just stay alive. Period. Captain, I didn't read nothing because I got off chasing that, and I don't care. Because I said I wasn't going to do nothing anyway. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see if we can close out. Let's look at verse number 5 in Hosea chapter number 11. So I'm just going to read and close out because we got to go. He shall not return into the land of Egypt, but the Assyrian shall be his king because they refuse to return. And the sword shall abide on his cities, what that sound like, and shall consume his branches and devour them because of their own counsel. God said you wouldn't listen to me, so the sword is going to destroy y'all. And my people are bent to backsliding from me. You know, bent over like a bent over rail. That's the way I was. And my people are bent to backsliding from me. Do you see what the church is? They bent to backsliding. God said you already know that. Dirty old Christians, old dirty old stinking old musky old Christians. Though they call them to the Most High, none at all would exalt him. I want to read that again. And my people are bent to backsliding from me. Though they call them to the Most High, none at all would exalt him. In other words, they go to church, but they backsliders. They go serve the Most High, but they ain't no good. They won't exalt him. They really just fake. They $3 bills. Next time you see the president, ask him where he get that word $3 bill from. Because nobody used that word but Prophet Johnson. I'm the only one that uses the word $3 bill. Okay? Captain, I'm closing. How shall I give thee up, Ephraim, one of my own children? How shall I deliver thee, Israel, hard-headed mug? How shall I make thee as Admah? How shall I set thee as Zebion? My repentings, mine heart is turned within me. Look at what God is saying. My repentings are kindled together. I'm hurting so bad. I love you so much. I'm closing. I will not execute the fierceness of mine anger. God said, I don't want to beat you to hell and back. I love you too much. I will not return to destroy Ephraim, for I am God and not a man. Look at that. I'm God and not a man that I shall lie. But watch this. Cap, we close. We get to the good part. The Holy One in the midst of thee, and I will not enter into the city. I'm the Holy One, but I'm not going in with that trash y'all got. Sit back and chill. I'm staying on the suburbs. They shall walk after the Lord. Look at this. He shall roar like a lion. They're going to find him. When he shall roar, then the children shall tremble from the west. America, do you hear me? We are the great West. They shall tremble as a bird out of Egypt, taken out of chains, captive, slaves, as a dove out of the land of Assyria. I'm going to set you free. Watch this now. I'm getting to the good part. Last verse. And I will place them in their houses, saith the Lord. Here it is. Ephraim compasseth me about with lies, and the house of Israel with deceit. Do you hear what he's saying? People, please hear this. Black people, are y'all listening? White people, are y'all listening? Captain, I'm close. Ephraim compassed me about with lies, in the house of Israel with deceit. You deceived me, and Judah yet ruleth with God. Judah, who are that? Black folks. Yet ruleth with God, and is faithful with the saints. Who's faithful with the saints? Judah. Who's ruling? With God. Judah. Who up there lying in the White House? Ephraim. I'm gone. That's my time. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. We're talking about vote. victory over the enemy. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Hey, I said bye.
Emotional Productions.
I've been told that I would never amount to anything. And I'm wiser. I'm